Hi, my beautiful lovelies. Welcome back to my memoirs and a few pages from my diary. Today, I wanted to show or share with you what I use for my pantry. I don't have storage area in my kitchen, so I tend to have two places where I keep my stuff. That is this old fridge of mine, which broke down a couple of years back, and a table that you've just seen beside the fridge. I did not want to toss the fridge away just because it's not working, so I decided to use it as a cupboard to put my food stuff in because it is airtight. And according to where I am right now, we are off grid. We have a lot of crawlies going round, so I love the fact that it does not allow any air or anything inside, so it keeps all my foodstuffs very safe. I don't have a lot of stuff or stock in my pantry because we still live from day to day, hand to mouth. Yeah, so I am not quite there yet where I can stock up maybe a week's or a month's worth of food items, but I usually try to have the very basic and essential things that I usually use on a day-to-day basis. I make sure I do not lack on those ones. Back when we used to live in town in Mombasa, I remember we never used to buy items from the supermarket. We will go to those Somali-owned retail shops. In Mombasa, there's a place in Mwembe Tayari. There's a shop that was called Rahaleo. For those who come from the coast, they know. So we will look for such kind of shops where we will buy very the basic necessities. We'll buy them in bulk. So just to name a few products, we would buy, for example, maize flour and wheat flour. We'll buy the whole bandari, which contains 12 packets of 2 kg each packets. Yes, so that's around 24 kgs of maize flour and 24 kgs of wheat flour. When it comes to cooking oil, we will buy either the big mtungi, which is 20 liters, or 10 liters, which is the small mtungi. Sugar, the same. On a good day, we can buy the whole 50 kg sack or half a sack, which is 25 kgs. As for the rice, the same. We'll go for the 25 kg sack. So just to name a few. And then I remember back then I had not started making my own soap, so we will buy this powdered soap. It was called Doffy. It had very beautiful scents. It came in different colors so for different colors represent different scents, and I used to love the pink one or the yellow one. That comes in a 10 kg sack. So on and so forth. That's how we used to survive back then in Mombasa. And mind you, we are a family of 6. There are 4 kids together with me and hubby. And I'm telling you, my kids eat. I don't have a problem when it comes to appetite for my kids and hubby too. I think it's the Luya blood in them or something. So I tend to use a lot of food stuff in a month. So if I choose to go buy from the supermarket, then it's summed up to be very expensive. So we decided to look for those 2 halls in town where we could buy and save a few coins. So unfortunately, right now here in Karimboni, we are not there yet, but hopefully when things get better, I believe they we'll go back to buying that. Even if it is in Malindi town, we'll look for a place where we can buy that kind of bulk shopping. I am not so big on brands when it comes to shopping. I tend to buy what fits my budget and what I can afford at that particular moment. So for example, I really love pure Moyatebere Pishori rice. But I know 25 kgs a sack for that kind of rice goes at around 5k plus, and I can get something like basmati black pearl rice, which is a very nice quality still, at around 2500, which is around half the price. So in as much as I love pishori rice, I will buy something that is not bad, because I know there are other varieties of rice which are not as good, but I will look for something which is just as good but not expensive. So maybe on those days when my pocket is okay, of course we are going to treat ourselves on something that is much better. So it applies to everything. When it comes to maize, the brand, maize flour, wheat flour, cooking oil, and the likes. These are pieces of an old kikoi that I used to have, and I just cut them up and wash them, and I use these as my towels for now. Yeah, I told myself I am going to use whatever that I have to the fullest until I get something better. It doesn't hurt to recycle maybe old towels or old clothes, so long as they do the work at the end of the day. Yet again, the end justifies the means. So that's just me making use of old clothes that I do not use anymore. At this particular time, I had run out of my homemade DIY soap, so I had to rely on soap from the shop, which I don't like as much. But most of these foodstuffs that you see here, we were gifted by a very good friend of ours who came to visit. I'm very grateful. They know themselves. So that's why I have that bar soap. So I started using this Msafi soap for washing my clothes. Yeah, because I don't have my homemade soap. But right now I have it. It's just that I haven't made it yet. This is way much later after making this video. So later on, of course, I'm going to make that and go back to using my own homemade soap, which I miss so much. My mom usually has a saying that goes, maisha ni vile unavyoyapeleka. Loosely translated in English is, life is how you make it be, I think. So we are living within our means and within our budget. So we don't have the luxury of going overboard, because once we do that, then we are going to spoil everything. But so far so good. We are at a place where we are much more better off than how we were before, and for that we are very grateful. We are letting go and letting God. Last but not least, yes, we got this also, as it came with a package from our friends. It's a very big pawpaw. By now we have already eaten it. And sadly enough, my kids don't love pawpaw, so we ended up eating this with hubby. It was just me and hubby alone, but it was very sweet and very different from the pawpaws that we usually have around. And with that is how my simple pantry, aka fridge, is. I hope you learned something from that. I just wanted to share. Please feel free to comment, tell us more about what you use for your pantry. Do you do anything different from me? Do you have any advice that we can talk about in the comments? I really love the comment section. It makes me feel as if I'm actually talking to someone out there. So let's close this vlog here. That's all I had for you today. Thank you so much for taking your time to listen to me. Please like, please share, please subscribe, please comment, and let us meet in my next vlog, hopefully very soon. So bye.